And this is one story. And the circulating on social media. So, Nina Otrofo, Azani, Munafiki, Mahamudu Bawumia, or saying, if God chose King Cyrus, who was not a Jew, then God can choose Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is a Muslim, to lead Ghana. Bawumia says, Onyankopon to me, obi a friend of Cyrus, ana onye Jew ni, ema ne tumi beye den, etumi ebedi omonima. And there also Mahmoud Bawumia no onyame betumi eyi no. Ama na bedi Ghana so na Bawumia yesrewo. Yesrewo. Ne enya ka se Jew for. Bawumia me sure say anope bi otafre dabo to. Bawumia. Yesrewo ne enya ka se Jew for. Asante for mapa, ko for mapa, enzima for mapa, en awuna for enta for mapa. Ye de ne be Jew for. Where Jew for us? But the fact of the case is that say somebody needs to tell Bawumia and the MPP say he did not lose the elections because he's a Muslim. And that is one thing Bawumia is not getting. And it's something that he knows, but he just doesn't want to accept. You people should let Bawumia understand that the 2024 elections he lost, he lost it because Ghanaians got to know he's a liar. He's incapable of managing the affairs of this nation. That's all. It is not about Bawumia being a Muslim or Bawumia being married to somebody from Chad. No. Mahmoud Bawumia needs to understand, said this kind of petty, childish, sympathetic politics, it does not work again. In 2024, 90% of the people who voted and voted the NPP out of power, they voted because they had assessed you for 8 years. And they have come to that point, say, you don't have the intellectual know-how to be the leader of this nation. So it's got nothing to do with Osuma Osum. It's got nothing to do with tribal Ufrim. And you people need to get to that point and understand the Ghana for Jimmy. Let me tell you. Say Obia Ostate religious politics, it was you, Mahmoud Bawumia. You went to the north and told our brothers and sisters in the northern region, say, because we are in Cremoninti, yan twaba maumedi president, Sebio, in so be in Cremonina, Sebio, with Jimmy, I'll say man be president. So this kind of petty, tribal, religious politics, you started it, and you still not learned any sense to say, the new Ghanaian, the young Ghanaian, the Gen Zs, they don't care about this kind of mifriha, michiniha, or somewhere na mismo. They are looking at your intellectual know-how, how consistent you are, how truthful you are, and how you can solve their problems for them. We are one of the longest serving running mates in Ghana. And we are the longest serving vice president in Ghana. Inti so be catch say, or be a friend Cyrus. Onyankopon say na onye Jew ni man be di Jew for, so ye na Jew for. And you need to get the basics right. 90% of the people who voted because no more chiromo. They voted because you lied to them that you were going to make sure their businesses survive. They voted against you because they could not trust your words. They voted against you because the jobs you said you were going to create, NAPCO, what, you could not create them. They voted against you because you said you were an economist or you are an economist and that you could sustain the economy. You could manage the economy to the point whereby the dollar was going to go lower than where you inherited it. But at the end of the day, they realized that the dollar was killing them. Their capital were all being swallowed up by your bad policies. So 90% of people who voted did not vote because you were Muslim. 90% of people who voted against the MPP did not vote because of one time. They voted because you are not intelligent enough to manage the affairs of this nation. And when it is better you come to that realization. King Cyrus, maybe I don't care about King Cyrus. Who the heck is King Cyrus? Diame me be do Ghana na hia me. Diame ofa owo Antombra ebedi na hia me. Diame nua ofa nyoma e wo Togo. Ni sika sebio ni capital enhye na hia me. Na King Cyrus de me fam hoben. But you are still not getting it. You are still being misled. The people are telling you, sir, because you're in Kreboniti or losing, that is where you are getting it wrong. You lost because you are not smart. You lost because you are not intelligent. You lost because you are a liar. You lost because the people, the citizenry, they lost that respect for you. They were heartbroken. They did not believe in your words, and they still don't believe in your words. So it's about time you sat back, had a very strong reflection and then understand and respect the intelligence of the people and because these kind of things, it will not convince anybody to vote for you. Face the reality. Let them know the truth. Stop acting as if you're a child. Let the people know that we messed up. I am not qualified to be an economist. When was the last time you spoke about the economy, Bawumia? You have been working around the nation saying, oh, your campaign. When was the last time you spoke on the economy? You have never spoken on the economy again, Adentra, because you know from day one you were lying to the people. You are waiting for mistakes to happen for you to pounce on it. We are not stupid. Mistakes will happen, but we are not going to give you an opportunity. Mistakes will happen, but we are not going to give you an opportunity because you are not intelligent enough to solve problems. And that is what you need to know. Yeah, may do attempt, but we are going to be critical and factual. You do one grache. Se se wa dani sa shwa. Onam Ghana yedi blade kan o se ye. Yedi tata blade kan o se we. Yedi Gillette kan o se ze. Wa dani won shwa yen kan won asem. De bia no ashrenke. We need to let you know the truth. Ain't get it right. Stop tickling yourself. Stop massaging your own balls. Face the reality. You lost not because you are a Muslim. You lost because the people don't trust you. You lost because the people know now you have been exposed. You are not smart. You are not intelligent. You cannot handle the economy of this nation. You lost because you are a liar. You lost because the people have no trust in you. Deal with these things. Deal with these things. And stop the comedy of you trying to be... You are not going to get any sympathetic vote in Ghana again. The young Ghanaian is not willing to give anybody a sympathetic vote. The young Ghanaian is waiting for you to convince them through Wankasa Wanwasem and the young Ghanaian. So that 1992 kind of politics, go for the Noya Santinio and MPPDA, it's about what you can do, especially when you have been a vice president. Nana Dankwe Kufuado in 2012 or whatever, when 2016. 90% of Omoto Obama Ekufuado, they knew Ekufuado wasn't smart. They knew Ekufuado was ignorant. They knew Ekufuado was daft. They knew he was a crackhead. Majority of the people who voted for Ekufuado, they voted for Ekufuado because of you. You were moving around the nation like a headless chicken, putting together symposium, explaining to Ghanaians how you can solve our economic problem. Yeah, the problem now we're to solve it for 8 years. Today you are telling us, say, Yanko Israel. Nana obi a Jew ni and na onye Jew ni. Na wo tani de Jew for asem fa ho ben. Wo man prusi ni de two Israel ni wo Jews Israel for krum e fa ho ben.